Hello and good evening. Welcome to a quick Sunday catch up to just show you the samples before they go off to Oundle tomorrow. With everything that's gone on in the last couple of days, it's a little bit difficult. Well, more than that, it's a very sad time. So rather than give everything up completely, I didn't want you to miss out on seeing what was going off. Hello Judith. So tonight, and hello Shirley, is just going to be a quick one. We will be doing on Wednesday the demo for the next mug rug swap. Hello Anne. But we'll see from there. I do want to be a little bit low key, but on the other hand, life does go on, and I'm sure she would have wanted us, and he, the new king, would want us to carry on in a very respectful way, which is why tonight I thought I would do it in the group, because it's you lovely followers who actually, you know, keep me going, and I didn't want you to miss out. So please don't think I'm rude if I'm not saying hello to everybody, but thank you so much for joining me. It will be, I will leave it on the, oh, what's that? Oh, you've got two parcels, lovely. I will leave it in the group so that you will be able to see it and catch up if you're one of the groupies, just so that you don't miss out if you can't be with me at this point in time. So I haven't gone on too much about the new rulers. I did mention that there were some rulers coming, so I thought I would show you. Now, you know very well that of late, my passion is mini quilts. So you won't be surprised at what you're going to see shortly. And you will have seen, I think you'll have probably seen all of them, but I've done some in some different colour variations. So these will all be things, items, project kits, which will be on the show next Saturday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Now I say that all being well, because things have changed slightly. I was watching a little bit this morning, and they weren't saying any prices, they weren't doing any sort of sales pitch or mentioning any percentages that had sold and whether it was limited stock. So it's all very low key, but they realised that, you know, things have to carry on, but a little bit muted, if you like. And I think it's a pleasant and respectful way to do things. So without further ado, let me show you. So I did think, can you see that little bit of elastic? I did think whenever I bring out rulers, I need to have a holder. So here is the holder in this lovely fabric, which you have seen before, and it will be able to contain other things as well, but here we have. So it has pockets here and here, and it wraps around as you saw, like so, and then the bit of elastic wraps around so that it holds it all neatly together, but easy to get hold of and undo. So the first little part is rigid. It has got both pelmet violin and Decaville light in there, just to give it a bit of rigidity. So here is the first ruler at the back. Well, let's take them all out and then I'll slot them in as we go. So what we have is, oh, is it hard to see? So they've all got little grips on as well. So you have a 5" by 8". So the idea of this, oops, let's go this way. Let's go that away. Oh no, you can't see there. That's better in front of me. So it's 5 inches wide and 8 inches long. So if you have any 5" width of fabric strips, which I will have on the show as well, it is easy to just lay your ruler onto the fabric to cut your 5" charm squares. Dead easy. I've also, on the ruler, I've got a dashed line right down the middle. So if you only decided on this one particular ruler, you can still quite easily see for cutting your mini charms, you're halfway down. But it's so nice, and this is why I brought these out. It's so nice to not have to look at markings. They are there, but you don't have to look at markings apart from, well, just the edge of your rulers. And then you just lift it up and move it onto the next bit and the next bit, rather than having to think, oh, I need halfway across or 3/4 of the way across. Hence, I brought then the 2.5 inch ruler. So that way around. So this one is 2.5 inches wide, and it means that you can lay this onto your charm or your, oh dear Jane, I'm sorry to hear that. So you can lay it onto your 5-inch widths of fabric. You could lay it onto your charm that's already cut, or your layer cakes. You will, it's not 10 inches long, but you can easily slide it up to do that last 2 inches. So that is your 2.5 inch one. And then we have a 1.25. So 1.25, a very strange size, but it works beautifully with these rulers and your charms and your mini charms, because it is exactly, or you can't see very well there, but it's exactly half the width. So again, you can just pop the whole ruler onto your, say your mini charm that you've already got, and it will go halfway across, and you're just lining the edge of the ruler and cutting, and the edge of the ruler and cutting. So easy. And I don't think you'll ever have seen a 1.25 inch ruler. So that is a first. But if you're using your charms and you're cutting, there will be no wastage, because if you've got a charm, you can cut 4 pieces that are 1.25 inches wide. And as I said, there's no need to have to keep looking. You could use this one and find your 1.25, but there's nothing, you could accidentally go onto the 1.5 and it's wrong. Whereas if you use the 1.25, it's right, it's exactly, and all you're doing is lining up the edge of the ruler, cutting along the edge, other edge, and then line the edge of the ruler again. So absolutely perfect. And you know what I look for? I look for ease of use. So as I said, you can see, you know, there's a little bit of bend, but it's quite rigid. And then the back pocket takes the 5-inch wide one, and then the, oh, it's the wrong one, the haberdashery fabric takes the 2.5 inch, and then the front one takes your 1.5. So they are all lined up beautifully together. And then, as I said, if there's anything else you want to pop in here, it might be an instruction folded. They're about 6 inches across each pocket, but you pop in there whatever you would like. So that is the ruler set. Now, they will be on the show, as I said, on Saturday, but I have them coming tomorrow. And Martin's going to kindly pick them up for me. So I will have some available. I say pre-order, they will be here, but I have put them on the website already at a special price. So you'll have to take a look. I'm not going to tell you, but they are a special price compared, and I've put the normal price on there as well, but I've put it for a limited time, so it will be until midnight on Thursday that they'll be on at the special price and with free postage, just in case you fancied one. I haven't put them on individually yet because I was doing it in a rush, but I will. And then I'll also put the holder on there as well, or you can wait till the show's, entirely up to you. So that is the first thing. That is what will be the main, well, the main thing that is the launch of the new rulers. So I hope you like those. So moving on, and you'll have seen this before, so obviously this is quite quick. The hexagon pincushion holder, I've got those on the show. Still got to make. I've done really well because I had all those projects to do, and apart from finishing off the button one, the real one, cotton reel one, which I started the other day or a couple of weeks ago. I haven't finished it yet, so that needs finishing, and I need to get all the samples together for tomorrow, but jolly good. So let's pop that away. So you've seen those before, and you will have seen these. Now you've seen the angular pouches. You have probably made one already because I gave you that PDF a couple of weeks ago. But I thank Deborah Bottrill for this because she used her tape measure fabric, and I thought, do you know what, that looks really good. So these are in kit form on the show for Saturday. So just the same, they do take your mini irons, but I decided to use the tape measure fabric, so because I felt that they looked really, really good. So we will move on to the next. So you will have seen this one with the wrong. You will have seen the Star Mini Quilt. So these are on. So this is the Bonheur de Jour French General fabric in this one. You will have seen the first one, which I fell in love with, the Summer Breeze, and then I've done one more for Christmas, because we can't have a quilt without Christmas, can we? So those are the three options in the Star Mini Quilt. They are about 12 inches square. So in the pictures they will look a bit bigger, but that is what they are. They are 12 inches square. And as you know, because I have demoed this, if you need to see how it works, have a look on the So Totally Trisha page in the videos, and you'll see how that's done. So that is that one. We then had, you remember we had the Hexie Mini Quilt. So this one is on the show. This is Summer Breeze. I then had the French General Bonheur de Jour. So there is that one. And then, and we also had this one, but I've made it up again because I ran out of the red fabric. So I've got some red fabric which looks very similar, but it's got gold holly on it. So there are the three options there, which we have in the Mini Hexie Runner. Okay, so we'll pop those aside. You can see how busy I have been. Then we had, then we had the Mini Hearts, right, the Mini Heart Quilt. So this is the original. Now I have seen so many absolutely wonderful heart quilts, which you've all been making, and this one is the William Morris one. So I have then used, so this one, let's just go back, this one I free motioned pretty badly actually around the hearts. So something a little bit different, which a lot of you have been using. I've used a random, a variegated thread, and there are, this is the Starflower Christmas fabric, and you can see it has got that icy feel to it, hasn't it? And I just love the binding around the edge here. Can you see the colour of that? It is, yeah, it just sets it off. So just to be a little bit different, or what others have done as well, the variegated thread and a stitch. Oh well, it is it, yeah. And then the Bluebird. I also love this one too. So you remember Adita Sitar, and I have used Bluebird fabric, but I've still got plenty to do lots of things with, because I love this one as well. But that's your Bluebird option. So all three in the heart, the Mini Heart Quilt, and those are, can't remember how big, and I haven't got a ruler, but they are between 10 and 12. Okay. So then the last one, which I think you have seen just the one, I had this one done in Grace Fabrics. So this one I've just laid out a little bit differently to the ones that I've made up since. So as I say, this is Moda Grace, and sort of slightly different colouring, but I think the pink diagonal gingham actually brings out the shapes that you're actually using. And then I did the quilting on this was just 2 rows diagonally across the blocks. So there is your first one. And then I rather like this one. This one is called Blue Escape, also by Adita Sitar. So I've laid them out a little bit differently, so we have the steps. So as I say, that one is Adita Sitar, and then this one is Liberty. So this one, I haven't got lots of fabric in Liberty, but it was the same as I used from the Carnaby Street collection for the bunting. And hello Trisha, and it looks almost watercolour. Can you see how there's just a subtle difference compared with that one, where it's very obvious in the steps? This one is a little bit more subtle as it goes from darks through to lights. and then just moved the position of the strips are just moved slightly. So there are they, and although it doesn't, to me, it doesn't feel as if there's that much there, but you know, there's plenty of options, 3 options in each of those. And then I did say to you about some fabric that had come through, some canvas, which I was really, when I saw it, I thought, I just love that. So this morning, it was my last thing to make. I needed to make the bag because I thought at the end of the day, I love my patchwork and I love my bag making. And just because I'm obsessed at the minute with mini quilts, I really must do a bag. So I've been thinking about this bag for days and days. I have been back into the swing of things, like going to bed thinking, how am I going to make this bag? What's it going to be like? So it has turned out pretty well. I'm quite pleased. Sometimes when I make things, it's like, okay, yeah, it's fine. But then sometimes it's like, yes, that worked. And what made it even better is that it worked out first time. I had to make the measurements up, obviously, and yeah, so let me show you. So some of the sizings, like the handles on the bag, are slightly different to my usual, but I hope you like it as much as I do. So here is my fabric. You can see it's got, and it's a little bit different. There, do you like that? I don't know what it was about it, but when I saw that fabric, and obviously it was online, so it's only picture, and I thought, oh, I just love it. I just love it. I hope it's as good as my eyes are seeing. So what I've done with it, so you can see these, what I've used is denim. Can you see that's denim? I was going to use navy canvas because I have lovely navy canvas, but I then thought the navy canvas was, it was just very dark against it, and I got some the denim that should have come like a week last Friday only came on the Monday, but so I thought, oh, you do love it. I'm glad you love it as much as I do. So I thought, yeah, denim will be what I'm going to use. I know what's not to love about blue, but yes, I thought it was really, really good. But the other thing, which I haven't done this for a long time, and I think you may like this. Can you see? Can you see? We have a zip. We have a zipped top. So we have a little, oh, I'm going the wrong side. Here we are. So we have, no, the other end. No, there it is. Let's do it this way. It's easier. So we have the zipped tab here. So we've got a recessed zip, which keeps everything secure. Now, the only thing I haven't done in this, and it was only a time thing, but what I could have done was put another internal zip pocket. And I thought, do you know what? I haven't got time, and costings wise, I thought it would just take more time to get the kit ready. So here we go. So we have the zip. No, I've got it the wrong end. No, I haven't. Here it is. So the zip. I try to think of everything. Oops, there we go. So we've got a little tab on the end, and the zipper pull is there, so that when you hold on to the zip to open it, you're holding on to the pull, the tab here, to be able to open it. But I thought that's what I wanted to do, and I was quite pleased how it turned out. Really, really neat, just what I wanted. So that is, and that is my bag. But, and it's the only bag I've got on the show. But as I enjoyed making it, and I think you will too, I have got some other canvas fabric, which for my shows in October, I shall probably do them. And if I can get, I have a feeling this might be quite popular. So I might see if I can get some more in. I have got a fair bit already, but you just never know. And as I say, with the denim there, but I don't know what it is about houses. I've called the bag Housey Housey. because it's all houses. But I love the tones of blue, how it's almost watercoloured. I think it probably was a picture that was watercoloured. Your bag is like an abyss. It is. I did. The thing is, so this is about, I think it's about 13, 14 across. The bag's name is Housey Housey, because houses. And I don't know, just I should have called it a name, shouldn't I? Like Hillary Housey Housey. So it's a Hillary bag. But yeah, that is it. So I think we'll finish there. What a great bingo! Yeah, I knew Housey Housey. I was trying to think, was it Lotto? Was it a bingo? Yes, Housey Housey. Bingo! Yeah. It's a winner, Beverly. Yes, you and Lindsay come up with them there. Yes. So I am going to love you and leave you now. I said it would just be a short one, but I will see you again on Wednesday if you're in the Make to Swap mug rug group. And I've got to think that up first of all, but I've also got to get myself cracking on finishing off the samples, cutting. I've got 11 ranges of fabric to cut into 5-inch strips, and I've got all those to do tomorrow before Martin takes them over. What I would also like to say, thank you so much to all of you who have borne with me while I had to make all these samples. There was 12 different things I had to do, which allowed me that time to do that this week. Unbeknown to me what was going to happen anyway, but you know, it's really allowed me to get on here. And I'm sorry to those who haven't been able to answer the phone, because honestly, if you had 12 projects to make, I mean, I got some of those mini quilts done, but I still had to make 2 more in each of them, and the bag to make. I still got the pin cushion to do, and I've had grandchildren sitting and daddy sitting as well. So my week has been the busiest week I think I've had in a long time. So I'd say thank you for all of your help with that, in just bearing with me and being patient. I did manage, I had the parcels, that I got all the parcels out as well. So yes, it did. Okay, so just wanted to thank you because for your support and your loyalty, and I'll be back again on Wednesday. So see you there. Have a lovely evening. Bye for now.